What's up, F1 fans? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're answering the question that has divided the motorsport community for decades. Who is the best Formula One driver of all time? Is it Michael Schumacher with his incredible consistency? Lewis Hamilton with his record-breaking achievements? Max Verstappen's recent dominance? Or maybe an all-time legend like Ayrton Senna or Juan Manuel Fangio? By the end of this video, I'll break down the criteria, analyze the top contenders, and give you my verdict. Let's dive in. Before we name a winner, we need to define what best actually means. Because here's the thing, there's no one right answer. The best driver depends on how you measure greatness. Here are the key criteria we'll be using. First, championship wins. Second, race victories. Third, pole positions. Fourth, consistency. Fifth, adaptability. Sixth, competition level. Seventh, head-to-head battles. And eighth, legacy and impact. Now that we have our measuring stick, let's look at the main contenders. Let's start with the absolute legend, Juan Manuel Fangio. This guy won 5 world championships in the 1,950 seconds. That's a record that stood for 45 years. In an era with no power steering, no seatbelts, and cars that could kill you on any corner, Fangio was unbeatable. He had incredible racecraft, physical strength, and an almost supernatural ability to read the track. His legacy? He literally invented modern F1 driving. Every driver since has built on his foundation. The man is a god in Argentina, and rightfully so. Next, Ayrton Senna. If Fangio was the pioneer, Senna was the artist. 3 world championships, 41 pole positions, and a qualifying speed that was absolutely legendary. Senna didn't just drive fast, he drove with passion. He was a perfectionist who pushed himself and his car to the absolute limit. His duels with Alain Prost are stuff of legend. Rain, Senna was unreal in the wet. Tragically, his career ended at age 34 when he died at Imola in 1994. But in just 12 years, he fundamentally changed how drivers approach the sport. His mental intensity and commitment had never been seen before. And we can't talk about Senna without Alain Prost. 4 world championships. The guy was a thinker. Where Senna was raw emotion, Prost was calculated precision. Prost had incredible racecraft. He knew when to push, when to conserve, and when to make his move. He beat some of the greatest drivers ever, Fangio's disciples, young Senna, and so many others. The Senna-Prost rivalry defined an era. They pushed each other to new heights. Without Prost, we don't get the best version of Senna, and vice versa. Fast forward to the modern era, Michael Schumacher, the dominant force of the late 1990 seconds and 2000 seconds, 7 world championships, 91 race wins. This guy won back-to-back championships and absolutely dominated teammate after teammate. Ferrari reshaped their entire team around him. What made Schumacher great? Consistency. He was a machine, smooth, efficient, and relentless. Rain, sun, pressure situations. Schumacher delivered. He was also a master at managing tyres, which became crucial in modern F1. His legacy? He showed that with the right mindset, car development, and team strategy, you could achieve unprecedented dominance. Then comes Lewis Hamilton. 7 world championships, tying Schumacher's record. 103 race wins at his peak, incredible pole positions, and longevity, that's remarkable. What makes Hamilton special? Versatility. He's won in different cars, McLaren, Mercedes, different eras, and against world-class teammates. His mental strength is incredible. He stayed at the top for over a decade. Hamilton is also the first black driver in F1 and has used his platform to drive real change in motorsport. His legacy extends far beyond just stats. But here's the debate. Did Hamilton's incredible success come partly from having the best car? That's a fair question that fans still argue about. And then there's Max Verstappen, the next generation. Multiple world championships already, incredible racecraft, and a driving style that's both aggressive and smooth. Max has had the advantage of modern engineering and young driver development, but his raw speed is undeniable. He adapts to any situation, wet weather, tight circuits, high-speed tracks. He's beaten quality teammates and seems to be only getting better. The question with Max: has he had enough variety in cars and teams to be in the all-time conversation? Time will tell, but he's absolutely in the conversation for current best driver. So how do we actually compare these legends? On pure statistics, Schumacher and Hamilton have the most championships. Senna had the best qualifying record. Fangio adapted to everything. On peak performance, Senna in qualifying, Schumacher's consistency, Hamilton's longevity. On competition, level of rivalry matters. Senna faced Prost, Hamilton beat Rosberg. On adaptability, Fangio won in 5 different car models. Prost thrived in different teams. Now, the era question. Fangio in the 50 seconds versus Max today. Different eras mean different challenges. You can't compare lap times without context. Okay, here's my take. If I had to pick the best Formula 1 driver of all time, I'm going with Ayrton Senna. First, his qualifying speed was unmatched. Second, his adaptability was insane. Third, his mental intensity was the highest we've ever seen. And fourth, his legacy changed the sport. But you could make an equally valid argument for Schumacher, Hamilton, Fangio, or Verstappen. The truth is, there's no objective answer. It depends on what you value. But I want to hear from you. Who is your GOAT? Drop your answer in the comments. Don't forget Jim Clark, Niki Lauda, and Niki Lauda. If you enjoyed this deep dive, like and subscribe for more F1 analysis. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers!